This is Scott Becker with the Becker Private Equity Podcast. Today's discussion is about emergency departments and how they tell the story of a growing problem in American healthcare. In our area, and I think throughout the rest of the country, a great deal of the country, emergency departments are extremely busy to extremely swamped. They're so busy that many people leave the emergency department without being seen or fully seen. This seems to be happening because on the front end, patients don't have enough access to physicians and healthcare providers, so they then resort to the emergency department. We've seen this, of course, over and over again in our own area and quite frankly, with different family members. So they can't get into their urgent care, they can't get into their doctor, they end up at the emergency department. Sometimes it's a true emergency and the patient gets seen. Sometimes they're there for hours because the emergency departments are so swamped. So on the front end, it happens because not enough access to primary care physicians, PAs, doctors of all sorts. On the back end, it seems to be happening at the emergency departments because the emergency departments just can't keep up with the staffing needed to meet the number of patients and the demand for help. Now, this problem, which is a problem now, obviously was a problem during COVID, is most likely to get incredibly worse over the next 5 to 10 years as the numbers seem to not add up, i.e. we end up with 350 million people and only 1,060,000 doctors, and those doctors retiring as fast as we're minting them. Thank you for listening to this edition of the Becker Private Equity Business Podcast. At any time, feel free to text Scott Becker at 773-766-5322. Let me know if this resonates with you, what your thoughts are, ideas you have for episodes. Thank you for listening to the Becker Private Equity Business Podcast.